started a little late. And I know I just posted the link a little bit ago, but hopefully people will get their notification. If you are here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Get in the chat, all of the things, because that will help YouTube know that people are watching, people are engaging. Hello, I see Miss Jackie X is here, Maria is here, Robert is here. You guys, I again apologize for being a few minutes late to this happy hour hang. My computer has been giving me issues all day long, so we needed to do a quick little restart, reset, but it seems to be going okay right now. I'm like, I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully it's fine. You never know. Hopefully we maintain this good vibes that's happening. I also finally posted on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, please go like my reel, comment on it. You guys, I, in full transparency, have been really struggling posting on my own social media. And it's ironic because obviously what I do for work is I post on other people's social media. I create content for other people's social media. But when I'm creating content for other people, it's so much easier. And I have slipped into this really bad habit of not posting for myself and overthinking everything that I post for myself. So I have had just like not crippling, but like immense anxiety about posting that Instagram reel, which is so silly and actually goes against like everything in my being. I'm normally like a very unapologetically confident person, but for some reason as of late, I have just been completely overthinking when it comes to my social media. Like I literally sat on that reel for a week. I made that reel that I posted today a week ago. And I've been going back and forth about posting it. Should I not post it? Even today, I forgot to put music on it. And I just don't know what my problem is. So I'm hoping that I can get in this groove and start posting again and just get back to like not caring what people think. I don't know why I have slipped back into this like horrible cycle with my own personal social media of like being scared that people are going to judge me. But if you do follow me on Instagram, if you could go and give that reel a like and just engage over there too and just kind of, I don't know, like just help a girl out because I really have been struggling. And it's embarrassing to admit as someone who literally does content all the time that I'm struggling to post on Instagram, but I am. There's something also too so different about Instagram versus TikTok. And I haven't even posted on TikTok since I got my account hacked and got it back, which my sister was yelling at me about. She's like, you've got to start posting on there. But I'm like, no, I'm literally spooked over TikTok now, which I know I've got to get over it and I will eventually. But you guys, that whole TikTok hack situation like really freaked me out. Also, hi Tabitha, hi Jessica, hi Colors. Hello, 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 everyone. I know, sorry, people are popping in. People probably thought we weren't having a live today because I was 10 minutes late. All of the things. I apologize. Yes, hi JC. Hi. I'm so sorry for being a few minutes late. Again, was having some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're here. We're ready. We're going to get into it. We actually have a lot to discuss today. We have some really sad breaking news in the Housewives world. So if you watch Housewives, specifically Housewives of Salt Lake City, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Hillary Duff, her appearance on Call Her Daddy, really breaking down and once again reacting and denying the whole toxic mom group drama. We're going to talk about Cardi B allegedly having a massive blow up while she was on SNL recently. This is coming out now. Kind of crazy. We're also going to talk about Benny Blanco getting dragged for his dirty feet. Selena Gomez seemingly backing this man up. You guys know I try to defend Benny Blanco. I try really hard because I know he gets, well, not defend, but I don't defend Benny Blanco. That was incorrect verbiage. I obviously know he gets a lot of flack, him and Selena do. And people give Selena a lot of flack for being with Benny, even though she's very happy, and I think that's very evident. And I try to always be like, guys, she's happy. We should be happy for her. I always try to, be an advocate for Selena's happiness, but his dirty feet, you guys, it's pretty bad. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I did put a small picture of the dirty feet in the thumbnail. Pretty bad. We're gonna get into it. Selena is very much defending him as much as she can. But this man does have some dirty feet that unfortunately were caught on camera and now are being dragged by everyone online because, you know, that's just how it is. Let's see. Also, Patty just popped in as well. Hello, Patty. You guys, how are you? How are we feeling on this Wednesday? Let me know. Last night, I want to share, we did something really cool as I swallow my spit incorrectly. So my sister is neighbors with, oh my gosh, and I don't, hold on 1 second. I got to look up her last name. Olivia, the voice, because I want to make sure I give you guys her correct stage name. Okay, Olivia Cooper Harris. Has anyone here heard of Olivia Cooper Harris, spelled Kuper? She was on The Voice. She also recently toured with Teddy Swims as one of his backup singers. Anyway, she is neighbors with my sister, and she had her first solo show in a while. She's had an album before. I think she put out an album in like 2020, but she just put out a new single. And her vibe is kind of Olivia Dean adjacent, I would say. It's jazzy, vibey, music for the girlies. But she had her first solo show in a while last night. Shay invited me. And honestly, it was so fun, you guys. It was really, really cool. She's really, really good. So look her up on Spotify. Olivia Cooper Harris, Kuper. I was sitting there listening, obviously, and I want to add like all of her songs to my Spotify. Like, it is just a vibe. Like I said, music for the girlies. If anyone watched her on The Voice, know that she is super sweet, just kind. Her whole family is kind. Literally, like, all of my sister's neighbors showed up to support her. They have like a very tight neighborhood community where my sister lives, and they all showed up to support her because she's their neighbor. But it was really fun. I wanted to fill you guys in on her and put you on her. Olivia Cooper Harris, Kuper. If you have Spotify, or I'm sure she's on Apple Music, definitely look her up. If you like Olivia Dean, and she probably does not like being compared to other artists, because I know every artist is different and individual, but I'm just trying to give you similar vibes. Like, again, she's jazzy, but I feel like she also is very modern. And again, it's music for the girlies. You know, bad dating stories, ups and downs, all of the things. So check her out. I'm actually going to put her name in the chat so you guys can look her up on Spotify or Apple Music. Highly, highly recommend. I know Robert has watched Heated Rivalry, but anyone else? Anyone else watched Heated Rivalry since the last time we talked? LMK, remember, it is spicy. It is a spicy show, but if you like a little spice up your life, in the words of the Spice Girls, like I said, highly, highly recommend. If nobody has watched it yet, or if you're still unsure, it is spicy. Robert even confirmed that during our members only live yesterday. He was like, oh, Madison, you weren't lying. I'm like, oh no, I always give fair warning. Spicy, but really good. Also, you guys, I still haven't started Love Story. I still haven't started the JFK and Carolyn Bessette story. I need to do that. I need to do that today. I know I said I was going to finally start that on Monday, but I didn't. I ended up catching up on Bravo shows, and I've got to start that because I feel like a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are talking about how iconic Carolyn was. So I've really got to get started on that, but I wanted to come clean and say I have not started that yet, but I need to. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the tea because I know we already started this live a little late. If you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, can you please go ahead and do so? I posted the link late, so I'm sure a lot of people do not know this live is happening right now. They probably think we are not having a happy hour hang, but we are. So if you are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. Also, if you're new, subscribe, stick around. You know, we have the membership as well. Also, please make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok. I finally posted an Instagram reel that I would love to have a little love and support on. You guys know I'm trying to lean into some more lifestyle content, and I did a little day in the life vlog. So hopefully you like it, and then hopefully you want more. So let me know. Go follow on Instagram. Engage in the newest post. But we're gonna go ahead and kick things off. So this is for my Bravo people. Even if you don't watch Bravo, you're gonna see this in the headlines, so you should definitely know about it and know what's going on. I'm sorry that we've started off on such a sad note with such sad news, but one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Mary Cosby, she confirmed today that her son, Robert Jr., passed away at the age of 23, which is incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. For those of you who do not watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Robert and Mary have both been very open about his struggles with substance abuse. He has definitely struggled with various substances in the past. And he talked about it on the show. I want to make it clear, it was definitely, when it was brought up on the show, it was not in an icky way, not in a trying to capitalize on somebody's pain and struggles kind of way. Even his mom, when she appeared on Watch What Happens Live, she said she did not know that he was going to talk to her about it that day on camera. She thought she was going to confront him about his wife, girlfriend, and definitely using marijuana, but their conversation then turned into him opening up to her about his substance abuse issues, and honestly, that conversation led to him going to get help. But it's so sad. 23 years old. They haven't officially confirmed what happened, but right now it's being reported that it was an overdose. He was reportedly given Narcan, but unfortunately that did not work. 23. I think that's just the saddest part. Even High Joy, even if you don't watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, even if you don't know who Mary Cosby is, I think the news of a 23-year-old passing away hits everyone. Andy Cohen posted about it, saying that losing a child is the biggest nightmare. Her co-stars, her other housewives in her franchise have posted. Other housewives from other franchises have posted. Again, it's just one of those things that 23 years old. It's so incredibly sad. She did post on Instagram again confirming that he has passed. And a couple weeks ago, she just posted a tribute to him too, because he has been having some struggles. He's had some run-ins with the law. Even when they were filming the reunion, he was actually in jail, which she said she preferred because she knew he was safe. So he has had his ups and downs, but 23 years old. That the news literally stopped me in my tracks today. One of my friends sent it to me almost immediately. Shay called me immediately and was like, "Oh my God, did you see?" Just so sad. So beyond sad. And it is something that is really everywhere right now. And so I definitely wanted to fill you guys in on it and let you know what's going on and let you know who that is, why people are talking about it. And again, we're obviously sending prayers, positive vibes, all of the things to Mary Cosby, her husband, and it's just very sad. Very sad. Hi, Bella. I just saw you pop in. 1,000,000% colors. I see the emojis in the chat, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on. But wanted to fill you guys in. We're going to talk about Hillary Duff if you could give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. So do you guys remember, this was a little over a month ago, Ashley Tisdale wrote that essay in The Cut detailing how she removed herself from a toxic mom group of friends. She accused this mom group of friends of having high school-like behavior, of bullying, of leaving her out. It was this whole thing that exploded because people remembered that previously Ashley Tisdale was kind of in this mom group of friends with Hilary Duff and Meghan Trainor. So it blew up to be that Ashley Tisdale was calling out Hilary Duff, Meghan Trainor, and their toxic mom group. She was calling them bullies. She was calling them out for bad behavior. Meghan Trainor has made like 5 TikToks about it. I feel like Meghan Trainor is kind of low-key loving the drama, whereas Hilary Duff, not so much. So Hilary Duff was on Call Her Daddy, and she was asked about this essay, her reaction to it, and she said, quote, "I felt really sad. I honestly felt really sad. I was pretty taken aback, and I just felt sad." She talked about how it really sucks reading something that's supposed to be about you, but it's not true. She said, and it actually sucks on behalf of 6 women and all of their lives. At the time, Hilary Duff's husband did make fun of Ashley Tisdale. If you remember that, he also posted his own version of The Cut and made a headline that was making fun of Ashley Tisdale. And Hilary Duff defended her husband. She was like, honestly, everything he does makes me laugh. She did think oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But she said, I also don't censor him and I don't tell him what he can and can't post. She said that she actually likes that he is so fiercely protective of her and defensive of her. And honestly, I subscribe. I'm like, yes, your husband should be defending you and should be fiercely in your corner. Also, too, she did accuse Ashley Tisdale of coming at her at a specific time because all of this started dropping around Hilary Duff releasing her first album in a decade. So Hilary Duff did accuse Ashley Tisdale of trying to steal her thunder, coming for her, and having suspicious timing of dropping the article. I will say it probably was suspicious because nobody was really checking for Ashley Tisdale at the time. It felt like pretty much everyone was checking for Hilary Duff, which is true because, again, everyone's been waiting for her to come out with this new music. But I thought that was an interesting POV. She is still maintaining it's not true. Joy and Robert, I wish I could decode your emojis, but I literally cannot decode them fast enough. It feels like I'm on one of those 17 magazine game shows trying to decode the emojis, and I'm like, I could not decode those emojis in there. But I definitely, I guess, feel for Hilary Duff having to go through that in the midst of when you're trying to release your first album. You're trying to have everyone focused on this new work that you're putting out there, and yet everyone's talking about Ashley Tisdale's The Cut article and accusing you of being a bully and a toxic mom friend. Unfortunate, but I feel like she's coming out on top. I don't know how we feel. I feel like Hilary Duff is coming out on top. I feel like everyone is loving the new music that she's putting out. All of the millennials are loving seeing Hilary Duff come back out, perform her oldies and her new hits. I feel like Hilary Duff is definitely having the resurgence of kind of a lifetime. It's been a minute since we've talked this much about Hilary Duff, and I feel like she really has proven that this comeback was worth the wait. She looks great. She sounds great. She also talked about during this interview how she wants to show other moms that you can go back to work, you can do it, all of those things. And yeah, I just feel like Hilary Duff is really honestly having a moment. And Ashley Tisdale might have tried to take it from her for a second. That toxic mom group article might have distracted people for a second. But overall, I think Hilary Duff is winning and Hilary Duff is coming out on top. regardless. Also, hi, Sam. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on to the Cardi B Nicki Minaj tea. So this is really, really interesting, and I'm not sure why this is coming out now. I'm not sure. I think it might have something to do with Cardi B's breakup, and there's been a lot of negative coverage about her ex. So maybe Stephon Diggs is trying to bring out some negativity about Cardi B. But apparently, you guys, Cardi B was on the 1000th episode of Saturday Night Live. This was at the end of January, so about a month ago. And according to insiders, Cardi B started destroying equipment during dress rehearsal of that Saturday Night Live episode because she overheard the Weekend Update people running their jokes and practicing. Again, this was dress rehearsal, so everyone was there. She overheard the Weekend Update people make a joke about Nicki Minaj, not even in connection with her, apparently. Apparently, the joke was about Nicki Minaj and her MAGA ties and all of that. It had nothing to do with Cardi B, but for some reason, allegedly, Cardi B just hearing Nicki Minaj mentioned and hearing this joke, she freaked out. She allegedly took her phone, threw her phone at a monitor, demanded to talk to production, allegedly was punching a screen. Apparently, it made everyone on edge. It definitely affected the vibes on set. Everyone was then very much on edge. The joke ended up being scrapped, so it never made it to air. And allegedly, her defense of her actions was because, or Cardi B said she reacted that way because Nicki Minaj has allegedly come for her children, which we have seen on social media. Their most recent spat, I believe Nicki Minaj did come for Cardi B's kids. But just insane that she allegedly freaked out to the point of throwing her phone at a monitor, allegedly punching a monitor. Again, and the joke had nothing to do with her. It was just a joke about Nicki Minaj. And just hearing Nicki Minaj's name uttered allegedly sent Cardi into a tailspin. Again, this happened a little over a month ago. Or I guess a little less than a month ago. It was the January 31st show. So almost a month ago. Crazy. I guess I sometimes forget about the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. I don't know about anyone else. It just does feel very 2016 in my opinion. Hi, Nona. Hi. Oh my God. I feel like it's been a minute since I've been able to tell you hi. Hello, hello, hello. It feels very 2016 to me. It does not feel like it is something that is still going on, but very much clearly still alive and well. And again, I know they did get into a spat not that long ago on Twitter where they were kind of going back and forth, but it still feels 2016 to me. I cannot believe after all these years later, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are still at it, and it is still bad to the point that Cardi B is going to allegedly freak out and start throwing her phone at just the mention of Nicki Minaj in her presence. That feels crazy. Again, I feel like this is coming out now because there's been a lot of negative stuff about Cardi B's ex coming out. So I'm thinking that's why maybe now this is coming out to try to take a little heat off the ex and put a little heat on Cardi B. But yeah, absolute craziness. Okay, moving right along to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Benny is being dragged, y'all. Benny Blanco is definitely being crucified by the internet. What else is new? So Benny Blanco has now launched a new podcast called Friends Keep Secrets. It's with his friend Lil Dicky. And in their debut episode, Benny Blanco is sitting on the couch and you can see the bottom of his feet. And the bottom of his feet are very dirty. And sometimes the internet is reaching. Sometimes the internet, again, their arm is about to pop out of their socket because they're reaching so hard at something that is barely there. Unfortunately, in this instance, I do have to admit, the bottoms of Benny Blanco's feet were really gross. Okay, and I'm sure he didn't realize it. Obviously, I like to believe he didn't realize it, and that's why they accidentally ended up on camera. But just absolutely roasted. I mean, people were saying, good podcast, but wash your feet, Benny, wash the floors. The dogs need to be hosed down. I mean, the comments about this man's dirty feet were just running rampant. Selena Gomez did try to like subtly defend him on Instagram. She posted an Instagram story with him and she said, I fall more and more in love with you every single day. She also called him her love. So I feel like she was trying to be like, I fall more in love with you every day, even though you have dirty feet. And try to get the internet a little bit off this man's back. But you guys, it was not good. It was not good. Not good at all. The live, definitely. Hey, YouTube is only letting people post comments as emojis? Is it? I'm seeing people say hi. I just got a text that was like, oh, that's what you guys have been trying to say. I'm like, weird. Let's see. See if that works? That's weird. Is it? I was wondering what all those emojis were in the chat, you guys. Cousin just texted me and she's like, hey, people in Discord are saying that you can only post as emojis. Is that what's happening? I was wondering. I was like, does no one have any thoughts about Benny Blanco's? Yeah, no, Colors just said, oh, what's the problem? I don't know. Maybe that might be something on your guys' YouTube end? SOS, Marie said. You guys, literally nothing is different for me. So I don't know why. Yeah, Jessica said, Madison, yeah, my comments are okay. I can see yours, Jessica. So I don't know if you are not able to, I've been commenting, Dreamhaven, hi. If you are only able to post emojis as a comment, check your YouTube settings because I can see, Justice said, crazy eyes. I don't know what's going on, but nothing is different on my end, and I can see some comments coming through. Maybe it's only on your phone. Yeah, maybe if you're on a phone, it's not letting you. I can type words, Giovanna said. I've been connecting, but I don't know if you saw mine or commenting. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can definitely see some people's, but some of you are only posting emojis, so maybe some of you aren't sure. Or for some of you, it's not working. I don't know, but I have not changed a single thing when it comes to the settings on my end. Bella said, oh no, it's not good. Bella said, it's not working. I'm on my phone, it works. Yeah, sorry you guys. I don't know why for some of you, only emojis are working. I literally have not changed a single thing. At the bottom for anyone? I don't know. For me, it's all the same. And I just double checked my settings as well. So, sorry you guys. I can see your comment, Sam. Sorry for anyone that it's not working. That is super annoying and really unfortunate. Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, I don't know, because on my end, everything is the same. So, apologies for any issues in the chat. I was low-key wondering, I'm like, what are all these emojis? I don't understand. But yeah, oof. Maybe refresh, check your settings. Nothing is new, like nothing is different on my end. So sorry y'all, sorry you can't comment about Benny Blanco's dirty feet. Bella just said crying emoji. I'm sure you guys are having something to say. Sam, I can see your comments. I can see it says check. Super bizarre. Super bizarre. Sorry, guys. Sorry you can't give me your word verbiage about Benny Blanco's feet, but I know, I can tell by the emojis we're not feeling the dirty feet. And I'll be honest, me either. I feel like I wish someone would have caught that. Maybe he was walking outside. It might not have anything to do with him and Selena's floors. Definitely not a great moment for Benny Blanco, so to speak. Definitely, you know, after everything this man has been through, I feel like his looks and his appearance are constantly criticized. So then to just give those people even more ammo with his dirty feet, unfortunate, not great. Poor Benny. Okay, you guys, we're gonna move right along to a little Taylor and Travis update. I feel so bad that this, the live is not working for some people, or like commenting is not working for some people. If you're seeing headlines about what Taylor and Travis have been doing on their little break from the spotlight, we did get a new episode of New Heights, and Travis talked about how him and Taylor were all into US hockey, which I love. They watched the entire game that recently happened with the men's hockey team, talked about how epic it was. I love that. Obviously, I feel like Travis has gotten Taylor more into sports. Not that she wouldn't be into the Olympics without Travis. Obviously, I feel like she would, but that's what they've been doing on their time away from the spotlight, watching the Olympics like all of us were. Actually, confession, I really wasn't watching the Olympics very much, which like I know is so bad. I confessed this to my family this past week, and I was like, I am a loser. I have not been watching the Olympics as much as I should have. I would like catch clips here and there. Now I obviously knew what was going on. Like I knew the women's hockey team crushed, men's hockey team crushed. I know it's a big deal for both of our teams to win gold. Like obviously, I obviously know we crushed it in figure skating as well, and we brought home a lot of gold. I know that female athletes specifically brought home a lot of gold. Okay, clock it. But I did not watch, admittedly, as much as I should, which is bad. I know. I feel like a bad American when I admit to not watching the Olympics. Or just like, you know, a bad person in general, because they only happen so often, every 4 years. And so it's like, oh my God, what do you mean you can't watch the Olympics? Also, one of my friends worked on the Olympics through Peacock, so that's not good either. But yeah, I caught it as much as I could. Wedding soon. Allegedly, the wedding is going to be in June. I do know, I can decode those emojis. Allegedly, the wedding is still going to be in June. We shall see if that ends up happening. And apparently Maddie Healy is getting married in July in California, so might be one after the other. You guys, it's so weird about this. I keep like double checking it. I'm like, no, there's nothing on my end that is making it so you guys can only type emoji, or some of you can only type emojis. I don't know, confirm your settings. That is super, super weird. It was funny today too, actually. One of my friends texted me. She was like, did you hear that Travis Kelce is retiring? And I was like, what? So I immediately start Googling. I'm like, if Travis Kelce was retiring, I feel like I would know. And she got sucked into like a fake Instagram post about Travis Kelce retiring. But it literally gave me a heart attack. I was like, that feels crazy. I feel like we would know if Travis Kelce was retiring. No news on Travis Kelce retiring yet. So if you see the same fake Instagram post, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Is it a special day? Allegedly, I believe it is June 13th, which obviously 13 would make sense for our girl Taylor. June 13th is also, I believe, a Saturday this year. Because my friend actually got married on June 13th last year. The wedding I was in Tahoe. So allegedly that's when it's going to be. But again, we'll see. I feel like after that was leaked, there's been a big pullback on any possible details, which as it should, like it should be kept private. They're going to share it with us, so I feel like we should respect it while that is happening. Hi, Dave. Hello, hello. Okay, so now I'm seeing people are able to type. I don't know. Ratty Healy getting married in California. His family is from the UK. That was a report from The Sun earlier this week that they're getting married in California. Obviously, we shall wait and see. But yeah, allegedly still happening in June. Test, test. I see you, Marie. Some people said try closing the app and reopening. So maybe if you can't do that, or if you're still just only typing emojis, take it out or close the app and try coming back in. I don't know. Yeah, Marie, I can see. Sorry, you guys. I feel bad that some of you were having issues with your chat today. I will obviously flag this to YouTube. There was nothing on my end that made it any different. I do feel really bad that it didn't work and the chat wasn't working as it normally does and how we can normally communicate. Also, sorry that I was not understanding the emojis that you guys were saying. Robert and Joy, I apologize. Was it the first anybody saw of me? Yes, Dave. That was the first time I saw you saying Saturday 6:13. So maybe there is just, I commented on Benny. Something's going on with the chat, you guys. I told you I've been having, well, I was having like computer issues earlier, but this is definitely a YouTube issue. So I don't know, maybe there are some funky technological things happening today and just some funky things happening with YouTube. Obviously, we'll let them know. Hopefully this will be fixed. Bella, I can see you now. Yeah, definitely not working. Bella, I see you type, yeah, definitely not working. So your words are working now, Bella. Yeah, your words, you're back. You're back, baby. You're back. I don't think so. Jessica said you need to update YouTube devices. Maybe if you guys have not updated your YouTube app in a while, maybe that's it. All social media has been having quirks lately, literally that. I will say, JC, I know that you're manifesting marriage and love for me through those emojis. All of the seasons for Mads, period. Period. We are manifesting love coming at any time. And I do get that through those emojis. And for that, I thank you. Manifesting, girl. Manifesting. Yeah, I guess, try that. Make sure that your YouTube app is downloaded. Joy, you're good. I can see you say hello. I can see you say hello. Make sure that your app is up to date. Try closing out, coming back. Hopefully Monday this will be fixed. Before Monday, that's a great tip, Jessica. Make sure your app is up to date and hopefully this will be fixed because again, there is nothing different on my end. No settings were different on my end, obviously. As much as I would love to only communicate with you guys in emojis, it makes reading the chat 20 times harder than it does normally. So I apologize that there was this weird technical difficulty. Joy, I can see yours now. Well, you just did emojis, but before then I saw your hello. So again, close out, make sure your app is updated. Hopefully by Monday this will be fixed. Still gonna let YouTube know there were issues. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. And make sure you comment on my reel and go watch if possible. And yeah, you guys, again, sorry for anyone who had any issues. I will be back on Monday, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see y'all then. All right.